Now, the first one, this beautiful line that we looked at last week from Exodus 14. Here are these people, they're caught against the Red Sea. Egyptian army is coming. Just before the Red Sea parts, Moses gives this line. He says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still." That first line, just to being still. And I'm going to come back to what that means in a little bit. Just that stilling of our fears. Just that be still. God has it. It's a really important starting place. Broken. I love the way Kate Ballard talks about it. You know, she talks about fear, and she said, you know, it's kind of like a flashlight. It's good that you want to like use your fear, allow your fear to like illuminate what you love the most. But don't allow this to eliminate what you love. Allow it to illuminate what you love, not eliminate what you love. There's a big difference there. You know, I was chatting with a friend about all the different challenges around things, and this is a friend who like always brings to mind that stillness. And as he's leaving my office, he turns and says, you know, Chuck, if you ever just want somebody just to listen, I'd be glad to. That's that stillness. And we can't just stay in that still spot. Like life is so short. God has given you work to do. Now, it's good work. It's challenging work. I don't know what it is, but you certainly have a sense of it. So with that fight, that's where I want to come back to this beautiful, beautiful image of Moses with his arms raised. Every time his arms were raised, they were winning. Every time his arms went down, they were losing. And I look at this picture, and so much of this picture brings both that stillness and that fight together. Notice where they said, yeah, they brought a rock for him to sit on a rock. I mean, the analogy of that is so basic, right, folks? Like a bedrock truth. A bedrock truth. That's a beginning resting spot. A simple example of that, I was working with a beautiful couple this weekend, had a wedding, and we were talking about the word perfect and how the word perfect in the Bible doesn't mean perfect the way we would see it. The word perfect in the Bible actually means perfect soil, or the perfect number of different seasons would be another way to look at it. Like the gathering we're talking about here, folks, is a gathering that is around this. It's a gathering of 12 gates. This beautiful idea of a quote-unquote city. 12 gates, open on every side. Welcoming people, north, south, east, and west. As we preached about a few months ago, the light always on, people always welcome. And then it starts to move in this beautiful spiral. The spiral starts down here with just the very simple thing of an acquaintance, right? We just start down here with this circle of acquaintance. And I think our entertainment industry today is good at that. We can get acquainted with a lot of people. And what we're trying to do with saying gathering is worth fighting for is we're trying to say, okay, so let's take that simple acquaintance. Let's move it up one more level to connection. To connection. Bob Goff, amazing, 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 amazing author. Highly recommend you read him. Bob Goff put it this way, and think of this in terms of silence and fight, stillness and fight. Every day, God invites us on the same kind of adventure. It's not a trip where he sends us a rigid itinerary. He simply invites us. God asks what it is he's made us to love, what it is that captures our attention, what feeds that deep, indescribable need of our souls to experience the richness of the world he made. Beautiful lines there. And I love this last one. And then leaning over us, he whispers, let's go do that together. Let's go do that together.